Do you, Bermuda Progressive Labor Party, solid as the rock of Gibraltar, on the rock of Bermuda, want to hear the truth? Well, put your hands together and give a welcome of appreciation for the truth to a member of Parliament who will not be running in the next election, who formerly was elected to represent constituency 19 Pembroke West, Mr. Jamahl Simmons. Let's hear it for Jamahl Simmons!
Good evening. How you feeling? You can't possibly feel as good as I feel. Let me tell you something. I've been on this diet plan. It's called the Leaving UBP diet plan. I lost 50 pounds on this plan. My blood pressure went down, and I'm off the medication. Now see how good you look when you get away from them people? See how good you feel when you get away from those people? They will tell you they've changed. They're going to tell you, I know, they're going to say, that was them Mars, it ain't us. But have they changed? Have they changed? I can't hear you. Do you trust them to have your back? No. And why not? You know why not. The leopard don't change his spots. The leopard don't change his spots. Now, I want to ask you all, how many of you are familiar with the story of the prodigal son? Well, amen. There's some scholars in here. I'm going to tell you a story of a boy who left his family and left his people and went to dwell among foreigners, who mistreated and abused him. But as he was reduced to laying in the muck and the mire with the pigs, someone reached out and said, you go to your father's house, and even as a servant, he will embrace you. And I want to thank the Honorable Premier, the Honorable Dr. Ewart Brown. And I want to thank Minister Wayne Parent-Chief. And I want to thank the Deputy Premier, the Honorable Paula Cox. I want to thank the Minister, Randy Horton. I want to thank all of them, because at my lowest point, they let me know that even as a servant, I was welcome in my father's house. Politics has divided us as a people for too long. We've seen brothers and sisters fighting over politics. We've seen cousins, husbands and wives. It is time to put the family back together.
Yes, beloved. Yes,
it
beloved.
It is time to put the family back together. And we must be what? We must be solid, because we cannot go backwards. We cannot go back to the days when people's mortgages are pulled because you stand up for the truth. And let me tell you something about these people. There's a reason why they're afraid of our leader. Going back to slavery days, they take the toughest, the strongest, the biggest, the baddest, even if he didn't open his mouth. And they would drag him out in front of us, and they would beat him to try and make you scared. The tactics ain't changed. The game has changed slightly, but it's the same thing. They will try to destroy all of your leaders because they want to pick the type of people they want to rule you. And we're not going for that anymore, are we? No. It is important for us to be united more than ever, because while the wolf was able to put on the sheep's clothing for a little while, now like somebody who's got that fiend, like they're taking a little taste of the drugs, they're back on it. And the wolf's clothing is off, the sheep's clothing is off, and the wolf is exposed for what he is. And you're not fooled, are you? You're not fooled. I'm very proud to come after the soon-to-be Honorable Walter Brown, the next Member of Parliament for Pembroke West. And I've known Mr. Brown for many years. He's an honest man. He's a man of integrity and a hard worker. But unlike some candidates, he didn't have to get punished by the law to learn to be honest or have character. And we have to, today, have leaders who not only you can trust, but know will have your back. Walter Brown will never say to you in case of racism, put up or shut up. Walter Brown and the PLP team will never say you need to get over it, that you need to toughen up and learn to take criticism from white people. They'll never tell you that. And that is why, together, I want to see every one of you telling your brothers and sisters, your cousins, your family, your friends, your co-workers, you can't stay home this election. You can't sit on the fence. This is the most important election we have had since '98. Because the progress that has been made, it only takes a little bit to take it right backwards. And you have seen the wolf with the sheep's clothing on. You've seen for yourselves how they operate. Do you want them ruling your lives again? I'm not going to take much longer. As a retiring politician, I'm not going to get too many chances to make speeches anymore. So I'm trying to milk this for all it's worth. But I want you to know that as the Progressive Labor Party, under the leadership of the Honorable Dr. Hewitt Brown, as it was under the leadership of the Honorable Alex Scott, as it was under the leadership of the Most Honorable Dame Jennifer Smith. When I was in the worst of conditions, my family reached out to me. And when you were in your worst of conditions, they will be there for you. God bless you, and God bless Bermuda and the Progressive Labor Party.
Let's hear it again for